Hello, I'm Matteo, the Chief Mobile Opinionist here at Tech Travel Geeks. And in this video I'm going to set up my shiny new Google Pixel 10 Pro XL. If you haven't already, you can watch our unboxing video, which is already live on the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel. And we'll be following up this video with coverage and how-to videos about the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL. But let's get started. First things first, I have the shiny new device, and unlike the previous model, there is no SIM tray at the bottom. So that's different. And the whole sort of architecture, whilst the device looks the same, seems to be different. The positioning of the SIM tray at the top rather than at the bottom, and the speaker grills and so on. So let's see how it goes. I'm going to take my pokey tool and open up the tray, pull that out. Here it is. And it's actually the other way around, as in the SIM tray has been rotated by 90 degrees. Interestingly, the UK gets the SIM card, physical SIM card version of this phone, whilst I hear that in the US, the Google Pixel 10 Pro doesn't even have a SIM tray, in the sense that you operate entirely off eSIMs. Now I'm going to long press the power button on the right hand side of the device. It's above the volume rocker, and we're greeted with that nice AMOLED screen. You can just see the reflection of me there whilst Powered by Android comes up, and there we go, we're ready to go. So I'm going to click OK on the hi there, and then say that we're going to choose English United Kingdom. In this case, I'm going to say no. It's asking that I set up using another device. And in this case, I'm going to skip that. I want to set up my new Google Pixel as a shiny new device. First things first, I need to connect to my Wi-Fi network. Great, that's now connected to my Wi-Fi. And you can see that it's saying that it's getting my phone ready. So what is happening here is it's obviously reading the SIM card and finding out where it is and what apps to activate or deactivate. So who are you setting this phone up for? I'm going to set this up for myself. You do have the option with Google Pixel and canonical Android devices to set it up for a child. The parental controls are really, really good. Now I'm going to sign in to my Google account. And so that's me signing in. Now I have to go through two-step verification on my other device. In this case, I'm going to use my Google Pixel 9 Pro XL, which is beside it. And once I've done that, keep your account updated with this phone's number. Yes, I'm in. I agree to the terms of service. In Google we trust. Now I need to set up a PIN code. Okay, now that I have a PIN code set up, we can move on to secondary security. In this case, I'm going to set up finger unlock. The Google Pixel 10 Pro XL has an in-screen fingerprint reader. We don't have a screen protector, but let's set up the device. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 presses. That's how long it takes in my case. So great. Next up, face unlock. I'm going to say more. I agree. How to set up face unlock. Usual instructions. Let's see if I can do this with the camera. There we go. So that's done. It says look good. Copy apps and data. I'm going to do that later. But I'm not actually going to do that. I like setting up my smartphones on their own as new devices. So what are we going to do? Google services. I'm going to let Google use my location, allow scanning, for Wi-Fi networks and help set things up. Biometrics to verify purchases, yes, I'll go with that. Installing updates and apps, yes. Send usage and diagnostic data, I'm happy with all that. As I said, in Google I trust. So we're going to turn on backup. The limited warranty for the United Kingdom, it's nice and long. I've definitely just speed read that, so boom. And then it's suggesting that I discover Google AI at its best. Now, depending on the market you're in, you may have a slightly different offer, but my understanding is that in the UK I get Google Gemini for 12 months with, oops, apologies, my fluffy cat decided to jump on my desk. And then you've got hands-free options with the Google Assistant, now Gemini. I'm going to turn that on and get helpful interactions when you need them. So this is more assistance from Google. Then get the most out of your screenshots, yes. So this is the screenshots AI features. Car crash detection, Pixel Satellite OS, crisis alerts, and personal safety app, yes, we'll enable that. Let contacts nearby find and share with you, yep, we trust Google. I will use my card on this, but I'll need to set this up at a later date. Then you get the final touches, instant translations, identify music around you. So translate to English, okay. Identify music, yes, this is really cool. So if your Google Pixel hears music in the background, it matches that to a fingerprint on the device and tells you what the name of the artist and the track are. It's really quite cool. Control info on the lock screen, I'll do that later. Prepare for an emergency, change how text displays. I think that's all good. Finish for now. Now, interestingly, you'll see that the theme on my screen is in tune with the color of the device. This is Google's Pixel 10 Pro XL in Jade. And you'll see that the theme here is Jade. Now, I'm going through the gesture navigation tutorial to show you how it goes, and it's pretty straightforward. You can swipe to get things to happen. It just works. So there we go. So that's it. I've done my quick tutorial for gesture navigation. As usual, we'll do a how-to video about how to enable or disable gesture navigation, 5G, data roaming, all those things people search for and people find useful. So there we go, all set, we're ready to start using our device. Here we go, this is the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL, and as far as I can see, the Google Play apps have already started updating. This is a 256 gigabyte device, 245 gigabytes usable by the user. Quite a few apps updating in the background. Many of them aren't large ones, they're relatively small ones, so it should be okay. Let's have a look at what settings are in place. Pulling down, it looks as if I'm already in dark mode. I'll pull down again. Little cog at the bottom. Let's just set the display and touch up. Brightness level, automatic and adaptive. Screen timeout 30 seconds. It's already, as we said, in dark screen mode. Navigation mode, we're going to keep gesture navigation for now. Adaptive tone for color, so essentially what your wallpaper is dictates the theme of the device. So you see that I have a green wallpaper here on by default. That's what came out of the box. But then we also have all the accents and material hue which reflect that. So let's try changing the wallpaper. Wallpaper and style. I think I'm going to choose a different color. All these are suggested wallpapers. I think I'm going to go with something a bit solid. Let's go with a calming grey. Set wallpaper, and I'm going to set for home screen and lock screen. There we go. So that's now live on the device. Let me pull down, and we'll go and see why it hasn't changed. The theme, dark theme. Adaptive tone, colors. Oh, this is adaptive colors in the sense that the colors change according to what's happening. But how do I change the theme? Display, navigation mode, screensaver, colors. I'll have to look into this because I was expecting that to automatically change the material hue color scheme to be in line with the wallpaper. That's obviously not happened. Let's see if we can quickly find that. That's bugging me. Color. Wallpaper and style, here we go. Oh, so you can pick it at the bottom. There we go. So you have to choose which one you go for. Actually, that's a nice mix. Great. So that is inspired by our wallpaper. Get different theme on. Great, so that's that done. Next up, what are we going to do? Let's go and change those display settings and see what the refresh rate is set to. Settings, go back to display and touch. High resolution, 1080 by 2404. If you want to ramp up the resolution, you can do so. It maxes out. This will have a slight effect on your battery life, but I do want to have that for when I'm testing the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL with a video and to get that up. So smooth display automatically raises the refresh rate up to 120 Hertz. That is great. I'm also going to turn on auto rotate, but it doesn't work. Oh, it does work in menus, so there you go. It automatically rotates the screen, which is great. Okay, so that's the main things I wanted to do. Change the wallpaper, change the color, and make sure that everything I need is on. Fantastic. Now let's see how our updates are going. Okay, local recommendations, manage app and device. So yeah, there is quite a lot of apps updating here. Almost a gigabyte of Pixel camera app updating in the background. That's a lot. It's a lot going on here. So whilst that's happening, I'm going to go and start queuing up all the apps that I actually use. So Facebook, we'll need those. So I'm going to need Facebook, Reddit. I've got Google Wallet installed, that's fantastic. Let's see. Messenger. And Instagram. That should be all the Meta apps that I need installed. Next up, Amazon. They have quite a stable of apps that I use. Obviously, Amazon Shopping, Prime Video, Audible, Amazon Music, and for sofa surfing, IMDb. Great, so that's that done. My VPN of choice, which is Surfshark. Okay, let's install that. Lots of different apps there, but nothing else. Okay, so that's the majority of them. So YouTube. So I am obviously recording this for the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel, but there's also a bunch of tools you get with it. So YouTube Music's already installed, great. YouTube Studio and YouTube Create. That's the stable of YouTube applications set up. What next? Just have a quick check of my device. I'll obviously need quite a bunch of travel apps, starting with the KLM one. And for some power banks, I'm currently testing the Anchor app. No extra letter in front of it. I do not work in the banking industry. What else do I need? I think that's the majority of apps in place. I'll need to expand as we go, but that's a good start of all the things I need. And you can see they're installing here. Now, whilst that's happening, I almost forgot. I need things like WhatsApp, which is another Meta app. WhatsApp. And then after WhatsApp, there will be Telegram. And then there will be Chat. That's the Google Chat app. Yes, people still use that. Few suggestions here. WhatsApp is installing. I'm not going to install Teams on this device. That's for another one. Okay, so that should be most of my apps set up. So to finish that setting up, let's set up my home screen and make sure all the appropriate apps are in place. So in the chat folder, I've got most of my messaging apps. I'm going to take Chrome off because I don't usually use that in that context, but let's put all the social media apps in the same place. So Reddit, forgot to put Messenger in this one, and Music, Audible. So I'm going to put the social folder in there. Do I have a space for another app? No. Okay, that should be me. I've got all my main apps installed and set up. I've got everything else set up. You do also get a few notifications to finish your setup. Make the most of your Pixel, Camera, Gemini, and so on. And you have the My Pixel app pre-installed, set up, to stay updated with what's happening. Any new features or things that arrive in Google Pixel drops are going to be updated here. So products and services and updates all in here. Great, so that is the setup of my Google Pixel pretty much complete. There's still quite a few apps updating in the background. Manage apps and device. 41 updates pending. This is going to take a while, and I'm going to save you the pain of me going through multi-factor authentication and setting everything up in terms of logging into all the apps and services. But fairly painless smartphone setup going from scratch. There are also options to just plug your phone into another device and copy the apps and services over. I'm not going to cover that with this device. Let us know in the comments if you'd like to see that, and we can go through that again. But for now, I think I'll thank you for watching if you made it this far into this video. If you don't already, please do subscribe to the Tech Travel Geeks here on YouTube. We cover consumer electronics, gadgets, accessories, and anything else we think makes the travel experience better. Oh, and if you want to join us, there is quite a few of subscribers to the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel already here. We passed a very fun number earlier today. Hopefully I'll edit that in somewhere around here. And so yeah, thanks to everyone who already subscribes to us. And if you don't already, please do subscribe to see more of our content. As I said at the beginning, we will be doing more coverage of the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL and lots of how-to videos about it and videos about accessories. I already have a Pixel Snap or Qi 2 compatible charger ready to review, and a case for the device. So make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell on. And again, thanks for watching, and goodbye from me.